I'm very much excited by the lockdown party vibes.
I'm wearing a play suit.
Was this the inspiration behind Coronavision? Like, you're in a play suit, you've got a mirror ball, Eurovision isn't going to happen, you needed to fill the gap somehow.
Well, actually, the idea for Coronavision came before the lockdown. March the 18th, they cancelled Eurovision, 5 days before the lockdown began, I think. Within minutes, I decided that it would be a good idea to start my own competition, which some might say is optimistic, some might say naive, some might say arrogant.
Others might say inclusive, because you've got Canada in there, you've got Brazil.
It's not quite as inclusive as I'd have liked. I was hoping to get an Iranian entry.
Are these all artists that you know?
Actually, no, you'd think, but actually probably only about 2/3 of them are people that I know. And of that, some of them I've only met once. Many of them are complete strangers to me, which I think is lovely.
How have you spread the word? How do people enter? How did they get in contact with you? What did they need to do? What were the rules?
Well, first of all, I posted it on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, possibly on TikTok. I don't think we had any entries from TikTok. And I quickly set up a website, deadomenetry.com/Coronavision. Good luck spelling that. And that had some rules on, which were mainly cribbed from Eurovision. The song has to be new, or at least written recently and not published anywhere public. It has to be under 2 minutes long. That was key. You can go on for hours, can't it, Eurovision? I noticed people have got quite a short attention span in the lockdown. We get text message. The crowd is more promiscuous now. I'm going to try and keep it under 2 hours.
Do you have like a headline act?
No, I can't have any favourites because I'm trying to be impartial, you know?
Okay, fair enough.
So I love them all equally. They're like my children. There are 30 finalists. It's a sincere contest. There have been some other Eurovision replacements this year, but most of them have been, sarcastic. And I understand that. My interest in Eurovision started sarcastically.
And what has it evolved to? Has it moved?
Over the years, it's evolved into a sincere interest. Towards the end of Terry Wogan's era, I started to get annoyed with Terry for not taking it seriously enough. That's when I realised something had changed in my heart. It's genuine, my interest in Eurovision. I want everyone to know that.
So complete random strangers have sent in actual videos of their songs as well.
Yeah, because I'm not asking people to perform live on the night. Saturday, May the 16th at 10 p.m.
May the 16th, 10 p.m.
It's a hard time for people to be creating work at the minute, and I don't want to stress people out. The song was all I needed, and I said, look, if you can't do a video, don't worry, I can just show some random footage.
And it'll be broadcast on the website.
It's going to be streaming on Facebook Live.
And are you the host, Richard?
I'm the host. I'm Terry Wogan. I'm the BBC. I'm the European Broadcasting Union. So I've got 4 hats on, at least, and it's confusing for me.
Do you actually have 4 different hats?
Well, I do, but I can't wear hats because of my hairdo.
Can people take part in any way? Can they vote? Is it a competition?
Yes, it's a competition. People will be able to vote. I'm not going to announce the voting system in advance for security reasons. There'll be a backup voting system if the first fails, and if both fail, I have an emergency jury as well of humans. I know some people aren't on Facebook, and I partially envy those people, I must say, and I don't blame you. Lots of people are going to be hosting Zoom parties around the contest, so that'll be a way of tuning in if you're not on Facebook.
What do people make sure that they have with them?
We're going to have a score sheet that you can download because there's 30 of them, and it's quite hard to remember what's your favourite, especially at 11:30 in the evening on a Saturday night.
But this is the first, we weren't really that aware of the coronavirus last year.
No.
You have some sort of like foresight that you knew that this was going to happen, and have there been previous Coronavision song contests?
This is the first Coronavision song contest. I don't like to talk about my ability to predict the future. It sounds a bit megalomaniacal. But, artists often do possess an instinctive foresight, don't they? You must know this, Michelle. Often it only makes sense afterwards. In my case, it normally takes about 10 years for it to make sense.
They just have a long gestation time, don't they?
Basically, this was an idea that was a perfect storm. I'd been doing some research into asymmetrical broadcasting, which I think is a term I've made up myself. I quite like it, asymmetrical broadcasting. And this is a perfect opportunity, I think, to challenge those hierarchies and try and seize the means of production.
So it's all a great revolution, really.
In a way, it can happen. I was only planning to do one of them because we all hope that Eurovision will be back next year. But actually, I've already had 5 people saying they want to enter next time.
Oh, really?
So it might become a recurring contest.
Thank you so much, Richard. I literally cannot wait. I'm going to make some little flags and get totally involved. What a brilliant way of communicating with people in this really weird time.
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.